first of all, just for giving us a chance to speak to you, and Gsport, Gsport is all about giving you girls a platform, to speak. So thank you for giving us this opportunity.
My pleasure.
So what do you think of the Sport Challenge? I mean, it's been quite an exciting weekend, but unfortunately for Sport South Africa, challenges along the way. What do you think of the girls' performances?
The girls' performance was on point. Look, we've got 4 new players in the team, and that says a lot about the girls. I mean, even England has got new players, and we're building towards 2023. So to me, the performance that they're putting on is key than that win that we all want. And that win that we all want will one day come through. Because of we building, everybody's building, and good luck. I mean, let me say to England, well done. I mean, they've done that. New coach like us, new coach, new players, and then returning players into the team. So we can only say to them, best of luck.
Yeah. And also we came back to the Bellville Velodrome. The last time we were here, we were crowned African Netball champions. And now this obviously was a different kettle of fish. Obviously comparing the African teams to England. When you look at the difference, I mean, look at the African teams and look at England, the structure, how different is it, the way that they play?
It's very different. As Africans, we've got our own style of play. And again, the overseas people have got their own style of play. What makes England better team is because of they've got a professional league. Look, these players, I believe they were in camp for 6 weeks, when our players were in camp for 3 days.
Wow.
That's the difference. 6 weeks to 3 days, it says a lot. And we're learning from all that. To say they also had games, which we didn't have. They had games to play. The SA side, the A side of Australia, I believe, and New Zealand. So they had things to do, and we didn't have something to do. So it also says to us, we always don't need to play these national teams and national games that are ranking, international games that are ranking. We also need to play, games just for practice. You play A side of Australia, of England, of New Zealand, of Jamaica, of Samoa, of any other country, and we see where we get to. So as the coach can also try and get the combinations she needs. Because she was testing combinations here. And that's wrong for a coach to test combination in such a ranking, tournament. But we are learning from our own mistakes, and moving forward, I think we will move with the right foot. And the coach also, I think, has learned from what has happened here.
And you're talking about, not getting that opportunity to play and building up to this. So when you look at Coach Dorette, I mean, she's come in, won the African Netball Cup. And what do you think, just in this short space of time, what she's been able to do with the team?
I mean, she was there with Norma in the team. So taking over the transition, we wanted it to be smooth. And it was smooth. So maybe that's why she won the Africa Champs. And look, we're playing without the likes of Carla here. We're playing against, the likes of Marika and Erin, who retired. And we also playing, who's not here? I mean, the 3 of them are not here. And that space, needed to be covered. And, you see even how Pumza plays. You see that she's so much used to Carla, that when she plays, you see she's missing another link of hers. So, not that we're promoting that, but we're saying maybe if we also give them a chance to work too much together, so as they get used to each other. Because with Pumza and Carla, take nothing away from them, they're the best combination we have. Even in their team in Australia, they're the best combination you have. So we also need to give them game time to also get used to each other, because we cannot bring them for 3 days and expect miracles out of them.
And look at the new girls coming in. Look at Lefebvre that was also here at African Netball Cup. What do you think of just how they've stepped up to the plate, coming in and getting this opportunity?
You see, they still have to accumulate a lot of experience. And accumulating that, it means you must play. You must be thrown into the deep end and then go and make sure that whilst we're in the deep end, you do something that excites people. What Lefebvre did, we all know what Lefebvre did. I mean, that few minutes that she comes in, she changes the game. And that's what we need to do. But she needs to learn that that game is not like when you play TNL. It's a different game and it's a different level. So she needs to step up. But the only way that she can step up is for us to keep on playing her. Because you cannot say she must step up when we don't give her opportunities to play. So all the players that came in that needed opportunities to play, they must be given those opportunities so that they can step up and be the players that we know they can be.
And also the support, I mean, it's amazing to see how many people are coming out. Every time I look at the game, it's like more and more people are coming here. And when you look at this now building up to 2023 Netball World Cup, how exciting is it for you guys to see that all the hard work that you guys are putting in the hard work in the hours, and to see how people are reacting to all of this?
You see, it goes like hashtag making netball fashionable, hashtag taking netball back to the people. When I came in as a president, I had that hashtag move of taking netball back to the people. Recently, I've created the one that says making netball fashionable. So we want netball to be fashionable. We want people to understand netball, to start loving netball. Those that had netball love and was dead, we're trying to revive it. Those who didn't know about netball, we're trying to get them to know about netball. Those who are in netball, we're making them stay and not leave netball for another sporting code. So it's a combination of us doing all the things. So it's a question of how hungry are we as netballers to want to make sure that our sport, as the #1 female sport in the country, is taken serious. And for anybody to take anyone serious is how this world was full in the past 3 days when we played. I mean, everyone wants a mileage. Any sponsor wants a mileage. And when a sponsor wants a mileage, it's a question of they want to see the audience. And if they see the audience and the support, they know in their hearts that they'll get value for money. And thank you to the people of Cape Town, not only people of Cape Town, netball lovers, because I've seen people that are not even from this province, who are all here. I mean, even people from my own province, from Limpopo, were here to us, the girls, and I was like, wow, you came all the way from Limpopo. And they said, yes. People from Free State that I've seen, people from Gauteng that I've seen, everybody is here. People from Eastern Cape, I mean, everybody's here, who I never thought they would be here. So to us, netball is growing, and it's going towards the right direction. And obviously, we're human. We will sometimes do mistakes. But it's not for you to hammer us, but it's for you to show us where we are going wrong and what else we can do better. Because as human beings, we are not perfect.
Exactly. We all make mistakes.
We have to.
Yeah.
We're human. If you are not, I don't think me and you are Jesus. We can turn water into wine.
No, but that's the only way that we can learn, as you said. And I just want to say for gsport, we have, in the previous, like a few weeks ago, we wrote an article to say that Netball South Africa won 2019.
Oh wow.
Yes.
I even have goosebumps. Thank you.
Yes. So when you hear something like that, how does it make you feel? Just because you put everything into making sure that netball is growing, how does it make it feel to hear that netball has won 2019?
Wow. I even have tears in my eyes, and look at me, I have goosebumps all over, because netball for me is a passion. I've been a player, I've been a coach, I've been an administrator, I've been an umpire, I've been a spectator, I've been everything that you ever think of in netball. And when I took over, I said, change should be. And I always say, be the change you want to see. And because we always complain, I took that resolution in my life to say, I'll never complain, I'll only count my blessings. Because we too much tend to complain and never count our blessings. As netball, we must start complaining. We must stop complaining and start counting our blessings. I mean, to say 2019 netball stole it. Oh wow. Wow, it's so overwhelming. And we were just doing it for the love of the game. We were not doing it for any recognition of anything. However, if you do something and you work hard, people will recognize your hard work. And I think that's what went on in 2019, that we worked so hard, and we were not working hard for a goal of being recognized, but working hard for the goal of making sure that as we work hard, netball is fashionable, netball is taken back to the people. And netball is at a space that it should be, and netball is recognized in this country, especially because we are the biggest female sport in the country. We wanted that to happen as Netball South Africa. Yes, it was never an easy road. Personally for me, it was never an easy road at all. However, I think God was always on my side, and I always say the will of God will never take you, but the grace of the Lord shall never protect you. When God puts you to something, only Him will put you through it. He knows why He put me there at the time to say, go and lead Netball South Africa. Because He knew that when He sent His servant, I call myself a vessel of God, to say, God, thank you so much. I'm always thankful for what God does to me. And all the things that are coming to my life, I say everything in life happens for a reason. And gsport, thank you for saying 2019, it's a netball year.
Yes, definitely. But we talk about the challenges. What would you say was the biggest challenge for you, especially coming into the federation as president?
Look, people never believed in me. I'm not going to be just smart about it or whatever. I'm Cecilia. I'm known to be Cecilia. The lastige. You know, I'm known to be there. And people never knew that as a young Cecilia who was a player, who was out there, outspoken and whatever, I did that because of I wanted to believe that as a person, you need to be given an ear. I did that because of I believe that I've got talent, and my talent should be recognized. It should not be recognized because of I'm black, but because of I am a player that can play. As much as now in our teams, I'm saying girls must be in the team, not because of their black or where they are from, but just to be in the team because of their potential that they can play. So when we took over, it was a question of, there were a lot of things that Cecilia had to do. But as I say to you, people never believed in me. And I said to myself, I'm not here to prove anyone right, because I don't think I'm here to prove anyone wrong. I'm just here to do the job that is at hand, that I was given. And that the people that trusted me, that had faith in me to say to me, come leaders, know that they didn't do the wrong choice. So let me go out there and not disappoint not only the people that voted for me, but let me not disappoint the God that has trusted me and put me through that. Let me not disappoint my late husband who gave me, you know, my late husband said to me, if you have to go and do netball, that's your passion, go and do it. If he gave me that space to go and do netball, to me it's like, oh wow, thank you God for this. My kids are willing to share me with the nation, are willing to share me with the continent, are willing to share me with the world. And I said, oh wow, if my kids understand, let me just go and deliver the God's promises, and let me be the servant that God wanted.
How is it, I mean, being at that time your husband was still alive and having your kids there, how is it trying to juggle? Because it must be kind of hard being away for a few weeks or even 2 months. Like, how is it, you know, just trying to balance the two?
You know, I don't know how I did it. I always say to people, even now, I cannot tell you how I'm doing it. I just don't know. I always say it's maybe through the grace of, not maybe, it's through the grace of the Lord. Because I sometimes sit around and wonder and say, how did I do that one? Wow. And you know, the first thing I'll do, if I'm sitting with you like this, I'll just bow my head and say, thank you, God. Because I don't know how I do it. And how I jungled it. I jungled it, and it was really jungled, eh? Yeah. It was, you know, there. And it came through to be a blossoming flower, a beautiful flower that blossomed, a beautiful potty that blossomed, you know. And I was like, oh, a beautiful sunflower, you know. And I was like, okay, God, I'm thankful for all this. I don't know. Don't ask me even now how I do it. I don't know. But I'm thankful. Because at least I can have time for my family. I can have time for my work. I can have time for netball. I can have time to myself. Because that's key. So, thank you. Because I don't know. I still say, thank you, God.
And it's also been a tough year for you. I mean, despite all the success with Netball South Africa, personally it has been a tough journey. And you know, for us, we admire you because not a lot of people can take on those challenges and still be able to do their job. So how has it been for you? Like, how, as you said, everything's through the grace of God, but somehow, somewhere down the line, must get a bit tough.
Look, this was one, I don't know how to call this year. Bittersweet, I don't know how to call it, but I always sit back and say, I thank this woman. She is my husband's aunt, Mrs. Julia Molokwane. When the purple hit the fan, or is it when the fan hit the purple, whatever the word is, whatever it is, it was bad. I didn't wait for my husband to pass on. I didn't wait for my mother to pass on. I didn't wait for my uncle to pass on. And funny enough that she said to me, you need to stand up. She said, I might sound cruel, but I'm not cruel. Because you're the only person that is left for these kids. And if you're not going to stand up and be the strong person you know you are, and take on the baton of being the head of the family, and saying I'm going to do this, and I'm going to mourn in my own way, and however, but I'll still keep on going. Because this is where people want to see how strong or how weak you are. They will test you into different forms. You'll be tested. At work, you'll be tested. I'm quoting him. At work, you'll be tested. In the community, you'll be tested. You'll be tested by us as family members. You'll be tested by your own netball people. You'll be tested by your friends. You'll be tested by your enemies. You'll be tested by the community. You'll be tested by Polokwane. You'll be tested by Capricorn as a district. You'll be tested by Limpopo as a province. You'll be tested by the country. So be careful, girl. You need to you must hold up your chin and walk tall and be the Cecilia we know that even if when it's tough, you can work and go through it. In a way, not forgetting that you still have these responsibilities to do. I thank that woman today because of if I needed somebody to be that brutally honest with me, to tell me, get out of this bed, get out of this sulking and moaning thing of yours and want people to feel sorry for yourself. They are feeling sorry for yourself. Her words again. They are feeling sorry for yourself, for you, because they want to be you. They want to be in your positions. So get up and do what's supposed to do. That woman, I owe her my life. Because she has gone through the same path. In 2015, she lost her husband in May. She lost her firstborn son in November. So she knew what she was talking about. So that was the person that I needed at the time to talk to me and to tell me, life is not ending here. Actually, life is beginning. Yes. That's what she said to me. And yes, that was the beginning of a new chapter in my life. And thank you so much, Mrs. Mabale. And may God bless her and give her more days for me. Because she's old. Yeah. God must give her more days for me. Just to guide me through this journey. And then maybe after 20 years, God, you can take me.
Yes, and also, you know, when you look at being in this industry, I mean, it's tough because your life is out there. And also, you know, when you look at how has that been also for you? I mean, just having your life being all over the news. You can go and Google, just put Cecilia. You don't even need to put your surname and it'll pop up.
Oh, my word. Overwhelming. But sad at the same time. But sometimes we need to practice. But if it's for netball, let it be out there and be this person that is in the news all the time. I hope and pray always when I pray, because I'm a praying woman. I always pray. In the morning I feel waking up, so to me it's quite simple to say I am there. If I'm there for me, wrong. But if I'm there to promote, to make sure that our sponsors and partners get the value for money, then I'm there. For our districts, to make sure that they know that they've got a leader that they can is there. Look, we will have challenges as any other, you know, federation.
Yeah.
We're not perfect anyway, and we will never be perfect. And we still have a long journey. Somebody said to me, what will you do for netball as you get in as a president of netball? I said, by the way, what do you expect me to do?
Yeah.
Because sometimes I might tell you my expectations, in a way not knowing that you've got your own expectations of what you expect me to do as a person. So I always say to people, give a person time to be in it, to understand it, to know it. So it's, when you start judging me, you cannot judge me. Right now, I know you're judging me with the 2 years that we've been in office, but to me it's wrong. Give me enough time, ample time, to say, since Cecilia took over from this year to that year and that one, this is what happened, this is what she's done. Yes, I know you've done so much in 2 years. However, I say, in these doings, I'll still repeat myself, we'll do mistakes.
Yeah.
And doing mistakes, it's not that we're doing them intentionally. We're human. Sometimes what we think is right, you don't think it's right. It's wrong in your eyes. But if it's wrong in your eyes, come back to us, tell us, netball, that's wrong in our eyes. So what if we sit back and do this? I believe in consulting. I consult. Even if you can see now, you see we've got the former president of Netball South Africa, even in this tournament. I mean, we've got an listing. I've just seen Umulinda Bellville. The other one, Africa James Mimim Teto, was here. So to me, is I still go to them and ask advice. You might not know that, but I still do that because I believe experience is something that you can never buy. And them knowing things that maybe I don't know. They can advise me to be a better leader. I never close doors to anyone. Even today, I don't want to tell you a joke, but let me share it with you. Today, I came here wearing a red dress. And when I came here, because I'm one person I believe in listening to people. I saw Marlene Wagner, the former coach, the 95 coach, and Edith in the VIP area. Guess what? When I went with them, they were like, are you wearing England? So you're in support of England. And I did that so innocently, because I never thought of that. And they said to me, go to the stores and change. And I said, you know, to me, I was like, guys, South Africa is, on the flag has got red in it. So what's the issue? No, you should be in green or any other color, not red. Okay, fine. Then I go to the commentators to greet Zanele and see me. And they say to me, no, President, you cannot be in red. You're not President, you cannot be. You must go to the stores and change. And you know what? Because I'm a person who listens to people, I went to the stores and I lit this. You know, I went to the stores and changed because of, you must listen to the people that you lead. Because they don't want you to go wrong, they want you to do right. And those that want you to go wrong, you hear it as a leader that this one is misleading me. So let me be thankful. You want to say I'm famous. I am not, because I hear your sentiments are, you know, you're famous, you're in the papers, you're in the newspapers, you're in the radio stations, you're on TV. No, I just take myself as the humble Cecilia, the person I am and the person that I always pray to God, never change the person I am. Because I think the person I am is who you want me to be. And let me not please people, but please you.
Yes, that's key, to be humble. Through everything, through all the success, remain humble. That's something that we don't really see a lot. And it's really great to see that from you.
Thank you.
And also, you know, just looking out, this foundation that has been built, it's a really good foundation so far. So now we're going to a new year, we're in December. So what plans do you guys have that maybe you would like to share with the people who might be watching this?
Watch for netball. I said this the previous year, I'm still saying it. Netball is on another level. Never despair, never lose hope in us. We might have lost the test, but we're building. Keep on being with us, keep on following us, keep on encouraging us, keep on criticizing us where we need to be critical. Because if we good leaders, we need to be criticized as so as we can grow in where we are. Keep on following us, keep on being our partners, keep on being our social partners, our media partners, keep on being our supporters, keep on being, you know, everything that you want us to be. And keep on loving us. Please keep on loving us.
And more awards also.
Yes, more awards.
More awards, because we saw them coming.
Yeah, you did.
And is it possible? That was also really big.
We did a clean sweep there.
Yes,
we did a clean sweep.
That was 6 nominations. And
yes.
it was 4.
Yes.
So how was that as well? But just to close you, you have to speak about that.
Wow. We made history. We were the first federation in 14 years that the awards that we did. We were the first federation to win the and out of that we stood forward and we were like, oh wow, this is just a beautiful year for us. All what we can say is thank you, Netball. Thank you, sports people. Thank you, sports confederations. Thank you, federations. Thank you to everybody. Thank you to the biggest people. The 2 biggest people that I believe that we should thank is the media. Because without you, nobody would have known about netball. And you know the players. Those are the most important people. The players. Without them, I wouldn't be a president. They should play netball for me to be a president. So thank you so much to the players, the commitment, and the love they've shown, and the growth that we had in netball, even at the SA Spa Championships this year. I mean, thank you so much to the players and to all our district members. Thank you. I cannot thank you.
And while you're thanking everyone else, we must thank you. Thank you for everything that you put through. I mean, you're able to share